Okay, so let's talk calorie deficits and TDEE calculators.
All right, let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Adam, and I've been helping people lose weight in sustainable ways for almost 10 years. And what should my calorie deficit be is one of those questions I get asked every day.
So I'm just curious if I'm not eating enough and hindering my own progress.
If you're trying to lose weight, how would eating too little hinder your progress? Eating too little for too long makes it much more likely that you overeat as a response. And usually that just ends up in a cycle of restricting and binging. At best, that's going to make weight loss unpredictable and definitely unsustainable. And at worst, it's going to lead to disordered eating or something much more serious. You're also going to end up having less energy throughout the day, which often means you move less. Not something you want to do when you're trying to lose weight. It's going to make you more irritable, you'll have stronger cravings, less control around food, etc.
I was watching a video by Adam Wright Fitness the other day.
Hey, that's me.
And he suggested to do a TDEE calculator, and he suggested one, so I decided to go and try it out.
Great! Now just to be clear, calorie tracking is not the right move for everyone. But if you're going to, for the reasons I just talked about, we want to find that sweet spot where you're eating enough food to sustain your body without eating too much food to keep you from reaching your goals. Right in there.
As you can see here, it's recommending that I eat 4,197 calories a day with the amount of exercise that I currently do. And that seems like a lot to me.
It does, doesn't it? And I'm going to tell you why. But first, that number, 4,200, is your TDEE, your total daily energy expenditure. In more simple terms, that's your maintenance calories, the average amount of food you should eat each day to stay the same. If you scroll down to the bottom of that page, you'll find a couple of options, including one that says cut, which in fitness terms is a fancy way of saying fat loss. Clicking that tab will automatically give you a number 500 calories under your TDEE, putting your calorie deficit at about 3,700 calories. A lot of people think that that number is the maximum that they should eat, and they can't go over. They don't realize that a calorie deficit is actually a range. It's not just one number. If your maintenance calories are 4,200, 4,199 calories is a deficit. And this number is telling you that based on your current size and activity level, you should be eating between 3,700 and 4,200. Make sense? Now let's talk about why that number seems like a lot to you.
I've had my Fitness Pal set to 2,592 calories, which I think is based on a couple years ago when I wasn't exercising, but I was trying to eat right. So that sounds about right.
That's why. Like a lot of people, you are used to a calorie goal that is far too low for what you need, and you've probably been following that number for years. MyFitnessPal is notorious for giving you a calorie goal that's way too low. Other programs like Noom and Optavia do the same thing. For a guy your size, this is the equivalent of me telling an overweight woman to eat 1,200 calories. It's just not enough. So by comparison, yeah, 3,700 is gonna seem really high.
So assuming the TDEE calculator was correct, am I hindering my own progress by not eating enough?
In my opinion, yes.
I just want to make sure I'm losing the weight efficiently, so let's hear what you got to say.
I know it seems counterintuitive, but if you've been under eating, bring your calories up. And you don't have to do this slowly either. You can just bring them right up there. You should expect a little weight gain at first. That's okay. It's just some water weight as your body gets used to taking in more food. But I think you'll feel a world of difference in your energy levels, your mood, your exercise performance. And I think you'll also notice that it's easier to consistently stay within your calorie deficit range, and you're less likely to overeat because you're starving on some days. Thanks for the question. I hope this helped.